And to begin this little series of clips, I made the point that I don't believe anybody should be teaching health or exercise unless they can do it nude so they can show you the results of their program. And as I said in the last clip, I would take my pants off, but I'd have to charge you a little extra, and I want this to be free. So you get the first half for free. Now, we've talked about Dr. Quiet. We've talked about Dr. Diet. Those were the yin doctors, the restoration doctors, the recovery doctors. Now let's begin talking about the yang, the male, the hot, the fiery, the destructive, the ass-kicking doctors, the doctors that get the job done, the doctor that builds the house, kicks the soccer ball, throws the kick, rides the motorcycle, and makes love, baby. All right? Dr. Movement is all about pumping the body. You need sleep and rest, Dr. Quiet. You need good food, whole food, organic food, Dr. Movement. But then you got to go out there and create something. We got to make the world a better place. You can't just lay around and expect God to do it. Come on. Tell you a quick story about that. There was a guy who had bought a farm, spent a year cleaning the place up, hadn't met his neighbors yet. One day he was out in the field unclogging the drainage ditch, and Mrs. Smith walked by and she said, "Hello, are you Mr. Johnson?" He said, "Yes, I am." She said, "I'm Mrs. Smith. I'm your neighbor." He said, "Oh, nice to meet you." She said, "Boy, Mr. Johnson, your farm looks beautiful. God's sure been good to you." Mr. Johnson looked at Mrs. Smith. He said, "Yes, ma'am, God has been good to me. But you should have seen the state of this place when he was taking care of it." All right? Well, God gave us the earth, but it's up to us to take care of it. God gave you your body. It's yours now. You have to take care of it. God's not going to come down here and make you work out and make you eat right. Because guess what? God loves it all. If you want to perfect illness, keep it up. Isn't it sad that most of us, 85% of Americans are taking medical drugs, prescribed medical drugs, which means that we have a lot of disease in this country. We are sick, tired, fat people. We are supposed to be the leaders of the world. We're supposed to be the giants. We're the ones that build the airplanes and put men on the moon, but we can't even eat right. We got 4,369 books on diet. Isn't that a bit of a paradox? How about this? How about if we just get this idea in our head? We need to move. We need to pump. Dr. Movement is about spending energy and creating what you want. You can't buy a body. You got to build one. Those plastic bodies, nobody wants them anyhow. Plastic insulates you from nature. If you want to get cancer, wear plastic, eat plastic, and put plastic in your body. Cancer is what happens when cells become isolated and they can't communicate with nature and other people. When you wear plastic, you're wearing an insulator. When you wear rubber shoes, you're wearing an insulator. Plastic underwear, plastic clothes, plastic boobs, plastic lips, plastic hair. Your poor little cells lose touch with everybody else. We need to get moving. You don't have to work hard at it. All you need is about 20 minutes a day of pumping. Walk a dog. Go buy a dog. I tell my patients, if you need to buy a dog to get healthy so that thing doesn't poop all over your house, you get a dog and you walk that thing every day, and the two of you develop a hell of a lot better relationship than you probably have with your kids anyhow. Take the kids for a walk. It's amazing when I go to the supermarket and I see fat, tired, obese, sick children everywhere. This is scary. They're going to be running our country in a few years. It's time for us all to get moving. We have all got to join together, hold hands, and take back our pride. We're the people that migrated through the mountains in wagon trains to build this country. We have got to get back to it. I am Native American Indian in blood. My father was a half-blooded Cherokee Indian. The white men came over here and stole the land from the Indians. They were fit enough to do that, but now they're barely fit enough to walk. Did you know that something like 50% of people in medical doctors' waiting rooms reach their VO2 threshold? That means they start producing lactic acid. They start becoming fatigued just walking to the doctor's waiting room. Come on. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to get moving. It was my job to train fat people in the Army. And I'm here right now to tell you for free, here's the results of my program. You go read all the diet books you want. I dare you. Go on Google Images and look at the pictures of the people writing those books. Look at your doctor. Ask your doctor to get undressed. And if he doesn't look at least like this, say, Doc, it's time for you and I to get moving with Dr. Movement. And take your doctor for a walk. Love that man or love that woman because they need your help. We got to do this together. I'm in it with you. You can learn everything you need to know by studying my book, The Last 4 Doctors You'll Ever Need, How to Get Healthy Now. No, not tomorrow. Right now.